Story time, he told me too. Everyone knows foster kids don't always have it easy, but sometimes they live nightmares, and I know all about it. I went through the usual stuff like being ignored or starved, but when I was 11, I almost ended up in an actual house of horrors. I remember touring the house and thinking that my life was finally going to be somewhat normal. I met the people who would be my new parents, and they seemed really nice. I was excited to move in until I met the other kids already living there. There was a boy and a girl, and something about them seemed really off. I kept staring at their smiling faces, and the more I did, the more I got this uneasy feeling in the pit of my stomach. Something about their appearance was really strange, but I couldn't put my finger on it. We were about the same age, so I kept trying to talk to them and make jokes, but they wouldn't even look at me. I gave up after trying so hard and had decided that I didn't want to move in anymore. That's when something happened that made me want to crawl out of my skin. I reached out to tap the boy and accidentally swiped his hair instead. A look of fury flashed across the boy's face, and I realized why they looked so strange to me. The boy and the girl were both wearing wigs, but that wasn't all. Their faces were caked with makeup. As the boy fixed his wig, he leaned over and whispered something in my ear that made me willing to do whatever it took to make sure I didn't get put in that house. I started to be really disrespectful to the parents, and I even broke my dish on purpose. By the end of the visit, they wanted nothing to do with me. While I was being dragged out and yelled at, I looked up to see the boy crying, but his smile never faded. I ended up in a home where I only ate once a week, but I still felt relieved I had gotten away from that house with the boy and the girl. When I was old enough, I wanted to know what happened to the boy and girl, and what I found out made my legs turn to jelly. Those foster parents were arrested for turning the kids under their care into dolls. Their basement was filled with 4 sets of dolls they said grew too much. It wasn't until that moment I understood why he told me to run.